Like I said, first thing is we're going to power wash this patio and these steps, give it an hour or so to dry, and then we're going to go to town with this pump sprayer, and there's no mixing involved. We're just going to go right. Okay guys, so this is the product we're going to be using. It's Eco Advance, ready to use, covers approximately 240 square feet, concrete and masonry, Siloxane, waterproofer. Spray on application, breathable, dries clear, water-based, odorless, water cleanup. Safe to use around plants, pets, and people. Here is the back. You can see the details, just a couple notes, but essentially it does recommend that you power wash and prepare the surface. Keep it clean, no dirt, oils, grease. And then application wise, it does say to use a low pressure spray equipment, so like a pump sprayer, which we have and will be using. I'll put a link in the description down below for you to pick one up if you need one. 2 coatings are necessary to provide superior performance in all surfaces. Heavy runs, drips, or puddling of product should be removed from the surface using a rag, mop, or roller. You can test it on a small area first before doing everything else. Like I said, first thing is we're going to power wash this patio and these steps, give it an hour or so to dry, and then we're going to go to town with this pump sprayer, and there's no mixing involved. We're just going to go right to pouring it from here to here and spraying it on. So I'll show you guys how to do it. Let's go. Here's the current condition. You can kind of see some of the pitting, a little bit of pitting. Overall, it still looks good, nice and white, and then you have some of this surface layer coming off a little bit, so now it's showing a little bit of that different color concrete underneath, a little bit yellow, but overall, still very good. So this concrete is about 7 years old. I did seal it about 2 years ago, so it was about 5 years, I think, before we actually got a good seal on it. It's been holding up pretty well, but there are some little pits, a little bit of discoloration in terms of just maybe some of the surface wearing off a little bit. So we're going to get this all cleaned up and ready for sealing again this year. All right, see you soon. Okay guys, so patio has dried. It's been a couple hours letting it really fully dry. Next, I'm going to fill this pump sprayer. Probably could have used a little cleaning. It's kind of a clear, translucent, milky, with a slight white, milky look. Cover. Alright, kind of do about 3/4. We'll start with that, just to keep some fresh here for the next coat, if this doesn't coat at all. Alright guys, let's go. Alright guys, so last step is putting in the hand pump. Screw that in, just as such. So once it's tight, you actually can turn the handle like that and start pumping. Oop. Pumped it a little too much. Now once you do that, you can hold it by pushing it in and turning it. It started pumping because I had this locked. Forgot that I showed you how to lock it. All right, so a couple things. One, I want to get this so that it's spraying kind of in a wide spray rather than a focused spray. So I don't know if might have to test it a little bit. Or just probably like a dozen pumps. It should work. There we go. Now this is a spray. I was able to adjust this nozzle to get it to do a spray versus a focused amount. As you can see, there's a little bit of pulling here on the steps. You don't necessarily want that. So you can soak it up with a towel or paper towel. We can finish this before I soak up anything. Okay guys, well, there's a little bit of pulling here on the steps. I'm gonna soak it up with a paper towel just to get a little bit of that excess off. It says you're not supposed to have any excess, or try not to let it pull up. All right, so Ace Hardware Home and Garden Pump Sprayer. Worked like a charm. Definitely recommended. Watch the review video for that up in that corner, I believe. But for this video, how to do the Eco Advanced Concrete Masonry Siloxane Waterproofer. That's it. Very easy. Good product so far. As far as I know, it lasted pretty good for 2 years, and it's just how quickly it dries. I mean, look at that. It's been like a few minutes, and I'm gonna give it 5 Dad Jobs DIY hammers score. Works really well. I'd highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description for you guys to grab it if you need it, as well as a link for the hand pump sprayer. And yeah, so one last time, if you can, please like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate all your support, all those dads, moms, and DIYers out there that we do this channel for you. Hope you enjoyed the tips and tricks, and we'll see you on the next Dad Jobs DIY adventure. You can do it. Now get to it. We'll see you soon.